Hello, everybody. Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to episode 3 of Streamer in the Spotlight. We have got the hilarious and someone that I have personally met and have had the enjoyment of meeting him and being in his company. We have RedDunge0n, and we will be referring to RedDunge0n by his name Ricky today throughout the stream. So, guys, everybody, welcome RedDunge0n to the stream.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welkom, ik zal het lekker in het Nederlands zeggen. Lekker.
Ja, dat is goed. Dan antwoord ik gewoon terug. Lekker.
Ja,
Okay.
lekker.
Okay.
Mag lekker Nederlands verder?
Starting it going, lads.
Love it.
Hey Ricky, hoe is het? Nog wat bijzonders gedaan deze week? Lekker man.
Ik ben even naar Duitsland gisteren.
Oh, echt?
What are they like?
Play, take it away.
Hey, English, motherfucker! So, guys, yeah, so
we have a Dutch guest.
Is a personal friend for a lot of people in the community that we know. Pink Ninja Bunny has had the pleasure of staying at his house as well.
I have.
RedDunge0n, and Lucky Ricky. But also, Ricky has himself. He has got his own amazing community. We do talk to a lot of them as well, but there are some that we don't. But Ricky himself is just absolutely phenomenal streamer, and the way that he engages with the community. So you'll find that out, guys, as we talk to him. We ask him the questions that everyone wants to know. Absolutely incredible, guys. And I know firsthand you are going to love him because he's just an all-down decent guy. So, Ricky, How are you, mate? How are you today?
I am doing good, you know. Watched the Formula 1 race today. The Dutch guy won. So, yeah. Well, you have to start from 10th place. You have to start from 10th place. And I think you got lucky. But, yeah. That was a nice afternoon, at least, for today.
Nice.
How are you
nice
doing?
To hear that. Oh, we're all right, mate. We're excited to have you here, mate. We're looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
It's difficult to schedule everyone in, but glad that you were available and glad that we can.
Yeah, I remember you asked somewhere at the end of July, and then radio silence. Like,
Well, technically, this is the last day of July, so it is the end of July. So I'm going to take that one. All right,
Ricky.
What's up,
Ricky? Are you in the office or in school?
Yeah, I'm at the office. I'm like at one of those standing desks, but my chair is high up as well.
He's like the king of the throne. He turns around and gets people to work. So guys, we've only got Vin for half an hour today, so we will be starting off with Vin asking a lot of questions.
You lucky viewers, I'm gone like in 30 minutes.
I think maybe we should postpone this for half an hour.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So we got Vin for half an hour, guys. So I will be pretty much quiet and let Vin and Pinky do the usual. And once Vin goes, I'll be stepping in, and you'll actually get me to ask the questions for a lot.
That's the same as always.
Same as always, yeah. Same as always.
It's always so weird. It's always so weird, me.
That's what you're here for, guys. That's what you're here for. So, guys, Vin, take it away, mate. Let's get the first question flowing. Let's ask Ricky what we want to know.
Zo, Ricky, hoe is het? Goedenavond. No.
Ja, ik had de bier bij moeten pakken. Godverdomme.
Ja, ik ook.
Translation, they are bloody wankers.
Ah joh, godverdomme.
Ja, je kunt drukken, hè?
I know that one!
Come on, Vin, let's go. You got half an hour. Come on, let's get some questions in. Come on.
So, Ricky,
focus.
welcome. So, please introduce yourself to us and the viewers who don't know you. And what do you stream? What platform do you stream? What is your channel?
My channel is RedDunge0n with a 0 as an O because that name is taken. With the actual O. I started off with streaming a lot of Super Mario Maker 2, playing viewer levels. So basically, people. Just a little introduction to the game. It's basically like Super Mario, the famous one, but you can create your own levels, and you can get them played and that kind of stuff. And a very easy way to get them played is go on Twitch, and people will accept your levels and play them. And that's what I started doing for quite some time. I kind of moved on to something else. Not that I dislike the game. We can come back to that later, but there's a question about it. I tend to play a lot of other things, and what I do like is playing with others. So like Dead by Daylight, you'll rarely see me play Killer, except when we're playing with friends in the custom game. But just playing together with everyone, like or Mario Kart or Phasmophobia, or whatever anyone else is bringing me in. Even Fortnite, you hate it or you love it. I think I'm still in between. But exactly. But yeah, sometimes I even stream Jackbox because I'm up for it. Can be hard without any mods or modding because you have those kind of people. but it's definitely fun.
Okay, we have the Red Dragon.
Red Dragon, yeah, that's my bot name. He doesn't do much. Unless,
He does enough. He does enough.
I whip my whip.
Love it.
So you did ask a very valid point there. Dealing with trolls or those kind of people when you're doing multiplayer games. Obviously, you've had some experience with them. How did you handle them?
Wow, how do we do this every week, Zoe? Especially if you know.
Yeah,
What?
that's a very trolly question there.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I've been exposed. I've been exposed.
No, honestly, I don't think I had to deal with a big portion of trolls. I think I may be one of the lucky ones. I guess during my stream yesterday, I got somewhat follow botted, but I think it was only 5 bots that were hitting the follow button. And like, it doesn't matter because when I was driving the motorcycle, I don't hear the alerts, so it didn't even bother me. I didn't even see them come in. I can see the chat, but that's about it. But I don't hear alerts or anything that can be distractive or jump scary, something like that.
Cool.
I'm trying to think of other ways with. Sorry?
You've raised a good point there that we're going to go on to in a bit, your motorcycle streams.
Yeah.
We will be asking you more on that.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking about trolling people. Yeah, I guess there are viewers before when I was streaming Super Mario Maker 2 viewer levels who just have these levels made to annoy the streamer, I guess.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on your stream.
And I don't know. I just find it okay. I guess I didn't really show any annoyance. I think I didn't even was annoyed or something. I just like, yeah, okay, I'll just play this for 10 minutes, or I just stop earlier and then head on to the next one. Who seriously
that's
want their level
do,
played,
right?
or want feedback about it, or
you don't rage. That's something you barely do. You don't rage like Fleety's like the raging king, but you never rage.
Every week.
Sometimes I rage from the inside. I think with Mario Kart you can hear some rage every now and then.
No, that's not raging. That's more like mocking.
That's part of the game. I got it.
Yeah, that's part of the game.
But that's
love that. Come on, Vin. Next question, pal.
I have different list than you, I think. But what has been your biggest stream achievement to date?
Biggest stream achievement? I don't know. I just reached 600 followers. Like,
woohoo!
Sometimes you're thinking, who the hell wants to follow me? But yeah,
I do.
I made that this week.
All the people that are here with you.
Yeah, but you are not 600 people. I don't want to sound offensive, but
Zoe makes a sound of 600 people.
Every week as well.
Are we talking about my sneeze again? Oh,
To be fair, your sneezes are terrifying. That is still one of my favourite clips of all time. Just because of how bad it was.
Haunt us all in our dreams, your sneezes. So for those in chat who have not heard or seen of Ricky's infamous sneezes, honestly, there are many clips going about on Twitch from any of our channels that are here on this podcast with Ricky sneezing, and my God, do you shit yourself when you hear it?
Maybe I was fine now.
I think A Wish to Die for You had quite the portions of my sneezes in his life as well.
Love it. So yeah, Pinky, do you mind if I just ask a quick question?
Go ahead.
I really want to ask this one.
About the barber?
Nah, well, we share our barbers, all right? Okay. Ricky,
it's
your
time.
motorcycle streams, absolutely love them. I think they're really genius idea, very good. I think you got an amazing country. It's beautiful that you live in, and it's amazing from my point of view, who doesn't get out much, to get to see it as well. Just where did that come from? Where did the idea just erupt from in your mind?
I think that idea existed on stream. I don't know when the seed was planted exactly, but it was like a long time ago. I guess I was just interacting with the viewers, and apparently somehow it came up that I ride a motorcycle, and then people were like, why don't you stream that? That would be awesome, showing the country, blah blah blah. And I was thinking like, maybe I could do that. And then I had to look up, like, okay, but how to do this? Like, I have to do everything on the road. I wanted to have like an okay-ish setup. So also like at least show the subs and the cheers, because those people like cheering for me and love me. So I that's the least thing I could do, and not just like stick my phone to my chest and then drive around. Then I have no
Body
idea
cam,
how
I'd
that would
watch
look
that.
like. Yeah,
Especially if it's on
could
your
have
body,
tried. Could have tried, but I wanted to do like have a little bit a better camera, I guess, and see how that works. But yeah, I think it started like that, and then I just bought some simple equipment. I bought an action cam and like a strap for it, so I can strap it to my helmet. I once had like it was a very cheap one, I have to say, but I once had an action cam before. I actually never used it, but I had you had to like stick it on your helmet. And without the camera on it, eventually that sticky thing blew off. The camera wasn't even on it. Well, it was only a $20 camera that I got as a Christmas gift from work. But yeah, that little sticky thing.
Good thing you didn't use that one.
Suddenly it was gone. It's like, what? Okay. Yeah, I'm glad the camera wasn't on there. Imagine, yeah, probably. But imagine getting the camera, like when you're driving your car peacefully, like into your windshield. I don't want to be. I don't trust those sticky things anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That must have been terrifying.
No, it didn't happen because the camera wasn't there, and I didn't even notice that small piece that was sticking on there disappeared.
Even the sticky part itself must have hit someone's windscreen. So the idea that it could have been something worse.
Are you not praying for the sticky part, Zoe? Because you're constantly like this.
I don't think about what I do with my hands. Do you think about what you do with your hands? I've been judgmental.
I don't know what you're talking
Play
about.
for the sticky part. Play for the camera. I love it.
I use my hands for my sticky part. That's.
Oh my god, Ben! We have been streaming for 13 minutes and we've already gotten to some sort of dick joke. Jesus.
But yeah, so basically, I bought the action cam. I bought a strap for it so that I can strap it to my chin piece, basically. And I just tried it once.
It's underneath your helmet then.
Yeah, it's like on my chin piece, so like the camera's in front of me, kind of like around here.
Okay.
Yeah, I see a lot of people that sometimes I see people driving the motorcycle with an action cam that's like on their head.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Teletubby. Tinky Winky on a motorcycle.
We know all about them, mate. We know all about them. So yeah, Finn, do you want to ask a question? We got a lot of questions going in chat at the moment. For
how can you ask me to ask a question if you send me a video?
Okay.
Is that a question to me?
That's going to be a private video, guys, by the way. Just saying for the record, okay? Finn, before you say anything you should say, okay? It's a private video. But Finn, there's plenty of questions being asked in chat. Can you ask Ricky one of the questions from the amazing viewers that are coming to see Ricky? Can you ask one of their questions for me, pal? Anyone of your choice, mate. We will try and get round to them.
I see a question from someone who's a huge fan of Ricky, and they always rate each other and stuff. So this is Jamie from Sweden, Jamie the one and only. He's asking, Red, what is your favorite community game to play with viewers, and why?
Shitballer and Knikkebrut. Hello, Jamie.
Ikea.
My favorite community game. I think I haven't played enough community games to really make a decision on that. But I already enjoy like Mario Kart, Phasmophobia, Dead by Daylight, and my problem is if
there can be only one. That's a question. There can be only one.
No, there's no one.
He's
my
asking,
problem is like
he's
if
asking
I
for the
play
one.
too many games at once, or like at once, air quotes, then I'm basically gonna lose interest in some other game, and then add something else to my list, and something else drops off.
What is your favorite at the moment then, to maybe make it a little bit simpler? What is the one you're enjoying most at the moment?
Well, I was enjoying Dead by Daylight a lot, and also playing it by myself every now and then. But with the last update, it became a little bit less fun. But I'm also looking forward to play Phasmophobia with some people tomorrow.
So are you switching Dead by Daylight for another game then?
Nope. No, Dead by Daylight is going to be stuck there for a while, I think.
Yeah, Tinky Winky. Do you have any questions?
Excuse me, I'm getting ready for my motorcycle stream. Okay, my camera. is ready, and I'm getting
You
ready.
tinky winky.
I have been
Yeah.
inspired by
Tinky
RedDunge0n,
wanker.
and I am ready.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that your tellywanker on your head?
I wish it was that big. Anyway, the guys, in chat has asked a good question, and I think everybody here who has streamed or is still streaming can relate to this one. So, Red, to get your opinion on this is quite good. So, he's asked, how do you deal with burnout from streaming? When you want to stream but you've got no energy, how do you deal with that? How do you bring yourself to the forefront when you've literally just, you want to go on, you've got nothing in the tank?
I just don't stream.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It's fairly simple. It's like if you don't feel like it, and you're gonna push yourself, I think it's gonna reflect on the people that come watch you. So either you're not really entertaining them. You just if you have bad energy, you will probably like I say that like transfer them to anyone that's watching.
Yeah.
And I do sometimes have that as well. Like okay, I haven't streamed for 4 days. I should be streaming, but I'm so tired. Just they can wait another day.
It's having confidence in your community that they're going to be there when you come back anyway, right?
Yeah, I think it also depends on like why are you streaming, if you should go live or not. If you're going to think it's going to be your job, then you really have to stream regularly, like every day or at least 4 days a week.
Yeah.
I just love to meet people and play together, play some games and have a laugh and everything. So I'm fine with doing that 2-3 days a week. And well, if I'm not up for it, I'll try again tomorrow.
If possible, do you see yourself a full-time streamer?
No.
Never?
Hell no. No.
That was a hell no there, guys. That was a hell no there.
No, that would not something that would suit me to do that full time.
No, same for me. So fair answer.
Yeah, solid
Then
answer.
I would have to make YouTube videos. Well, I think Wish to Die knows my editing skills. It is okay-ish, I guess, but it takes a lot of time. But I'm not interested in that. I'm more interested in meeting people, and that means like going into other people's streams, but also streaming myself and have people come in and greet them and play together and watch their streams as well. And I think sometimes people raiding in helps as well because they would bring their community over, and you get to meet those people as well. And then you're a streamer as well. Then let's watch a clip and give them a follow, give them the heart, and I'll stop by sometime.
You have some great community members. Yeah, which I met through.
Here.
Yeah, which I met through you.
You're talking about yourself again? Oh, okay.
No. I'm talking about Fleety Snake and Pink Ninja Buddy.
Hey, you met me before. Hey, I met you before Ricky. Finn.
Yeah.
He's got bad
I don't know.
Yes, I met you before.
Yes, that is the way it went round.
Don't worry, chat. We'll correct you.
Was that about the same time then when you were starting at Mixer? With when Chris said please follow this this little man from UK who's trying to become a streamer.
Oh, dear. Now, Ricky, you only joined Twitch, if that's correct, isn't it? It's the only platform you've been on, isn't it? Twitch.
Yes, indeed.
So it would have been about 3 or 4 months after me, then.
Okay, so you haven't watched him at Mixer then, Ricky?
I did. I did for a short time because the Wish to Die let me know about that.
Yeah,
and,
see?
I've seen some of it.
There we go. Look at Vin's like, yes, he's still wrong, but yes, I'm right. He's wrong. Love it. Okay,
I'm 50% wrong and 50% I'm wrong.
Yeah. Well, that's more than I get from my wife, so I'm happy.
Love it.
Oh, she's
Go
probably
on, Pinky.
Sorry,
Go on,
honey.
Yeah. Okay, I do have a question. I'm going to go with Wish to Die for You's question, which I think is an incredible question. Do you think starting the streaming has changed how much you play video games and what kind of games you play?
Oh.
If that has changed how much I play.
Mm-hmm.
I already forgot the second part because my memory.
And what kind of games you play?
Yeah, maybe because I think I know where the question is like coming from, because I wasn't really playing games that much until I started streaming. So that is a fair point. So I think that's a yes, and mainly because like yeah, Twitch is a very good way to meet other people who are playing games or like the same type of games or the exact same game, and you can sometimes even be nitpicky about their game style. Like, okay, I don't like you, then unfollow or whatever, you know. Sometimes it clicks or it doesn't click, and yeah. So I think that's definitely helpful. What was that second part?
Yeah, what kind of games you play? As in, have you started playing different games since you started streaming? Or have you found yourself not enjoying certain kind of games since you started streaming?
Well, like after I started streaming, I found out about Dead by Daylight basically. So that's a fairly new one. I'm trying to think of other games. No, I haven't been.
That Mario clone, that Mario Maker clone you had.
Oh right, yeah, Mario Multiverse. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah. That game also came from like the communities. It's it's like a closed beta, so it's not for everyone to play. Because yeah, he's of course a little bit scared that Nintendo will be going after him. So he kind of selects people. Nowadays, I believe he does like a raffle for people who wants to get into it as well. Then you can sign in, and then every now and then there's a raffle. You can get invited. But yeah, it's a invite only beta actually.
Well, that seems quite exciting. You were picked for it.
Yeah, through a friend actually that I met on Twitch. He played a lot of Super Mario Maker 2 as well, and well, he got fairly deep into it, I could say. Very nice. He eventually became like a level judge and everything.
Oh wow!
So he can swing the hammer on having levels deleted.
This is a bad level. Get rid of it.
No. But yeah, but he's a very cool guy, and I think we have been watching each other's streams a lot as well. I think we not necessarily parted ways, but we're not watching each other's streams that much anymore because he has some personal things he needs to handle, so he's not streaming as much, and I'm not really playing that game that much anymore.
That's
a
shame.
It was
for
Fan
the
Strash
moment.
who brought me in.
For the moment.
But to be fair, that actually probably raises another question that has been raised in chat. What is your least favorite thing about streaming?
I was going to ask that.
Sorry, Ben. Have to faster.
I have 5 more minutes.
You can have the next one, I promise.
No. Just go on.
They're fighting for your attention, Ricky.
No.
Yeah,
Now
you get it.
he has some time to think. Now he has some time to think about the answer. I'm just helping him.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that I really dislike, but it sounds like when I'm on stream, I usually do things that I like to do. It's not that I do things that I don't like, because why would you? Maybe for the content or blah blah blah, but
Yeah.
no, I'd rather just enjoy myself. How selfish that may sound.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a healthy mentality to have as a streamer, to remember why you're doing it and make sure you're the one that's enjoying it.
Okay, if I have to name something, then it could be the jump scares. I don't get jump scared easily. I think Birdfish, a good friend of mine that I met through Twitch, has a very good how do you say that definition of it. Like, no, more like a definition. Like I jump scare him on his stream every time, and he really goes like that, and genuinely because it is very loud in his ear, and I have the same that it's loud in my ear, but I more like freeze up a little bit. So you don't really see me getting scared. So
you turn into a deer in the headlights instead.
It's more like, oh, okay, that scared me. And then, but you don't see anything happen. Maybe that's killing the content, or like maybe it's not so fun to see for others. And for me, scream in my ear, but I choose to have that.
Go on, Vin. You got a couple of minutes, Vin. Let's get this question in you want. You've had time to think about it because Pinky nicked your one.
I'm reading
Sorry.
a strip waffle in the
Well,
meantime.
that-
Nom,
there-
nom.
But I thought we were doing the community question. So
Yeah.
Then go for it.
Ask the
Queen
question,
Bex,
pal.
Queen
Do
Queen
it, do
Bex asked the question: how do you feel about building a community when there are a lot of streamers? And Zoe.
Why did you put me in the other
Oh
one?
wow! Threw her under the bus there. I love that.
How do you feel about building a
Sorry,
community?
Ben.
Go on, Ricky.
Well, to be honest, I don't. It doesn't feel like I'm building a community. I think the community is like building itself. Like I'm obviously there to entertain people as well, but also myself, and playing games and having fun. And I love the idea of like the community entertaining themselves. For example, yesterday, I'm never going to drive in the night again because I was quite uncomfortable doing the back roads. So that's why I went on the highway eventually, because this mainly just go straight ahead.
Yeah.
But people were talking to each other in chat as well, and that's fine by me. And I love to see that actually, that people are enjoying themselves that way. Although I cannot always interact with them.
Cool.
So yeah,
Love that.
have the community built themselves. That is the best thing you can get.
Yeah, good answer. Really good answer.
Well, Zoe, I'm gonna make you happy now, and Fleety as well. It's
Bye, Vin.
yeah. It's time for me to leave. I'm gonna.
Chat, can we please say goodbyes to Vin? Unfortunately, he has to leave this early because he's got work. So can we all say goodbye?
Goodbye, my friend. You've never been the one for me. But I like you anyways.
Yeah, but I still love you. But doesn't
I
matter.
love you too, as a friend.
It's so emotional that you sing for me. But
It was so beautiful.
it
So
was
beautiful.
it was James Blunt, right? James Blunt. No, but
Yeah.
I have to go provide the Germans. I'm sorry, so
Yeah, well, good luck.
we have to.
Good luck with
we have
the
to, we have to make still.
Germans.
We
Well,
must
you
start
got-
machen.
You're gonna have to make him happy, mate. After the lionesses today. Go on, England. Well done, girls. Well done.
Love that.
Have to
Love
drop that. Really
Oh,
happy
and-
for them.
And
Oh, but Vin, you're gonna leave me.
and thanks for
It's
the
two
video.
Dutchies
Fleety.
against two Brits, and now you're gonna leave me. Oh my god.
Right, Vin. Let's go so we can carry on the show, mate. Love you long time.
Yeah, thanks for the video. Huh?
You're welcome,
ho-
mate.
Horny bastard. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye, thanks, Vin.
Bye, Vinny.
So I'm going to ask a quick question then, Ricky, because now Vin's gone. So it's myself and Pinky going to be asking, mate. So the one thing that we have asked most people is the surprising thing about your community. So obviously, as you said, your community is building itself. But has that surprised you? Have you been surprised at the lack of effort you've had to do or anything like that?
No, I don't think it's about effort. Sometimes you can be surprised that people like you. I guess it's like going out in the open. I've always been like quite in my own world. As a small kid, I didn't have many friends. So like then going online and then doing these stuff. Obviously, I made friends in my life, but like going online, it's a whole different level, I guess, of go out there and show yourself. I'm more of an introvert than extrovert. I always
that.
like to wait and see what happens instead of talking and going like that. I'm very bad at dating. Maybe Jessica wouldn't agree, but I'm not good at dating. Like I guess the first date is the worst one.
Oh, he's opened it up, Pinky. He has opened up that line of questioning for us. We didn't even have to drop it. He's done it for us.
Go
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
happy to do so.
I'm just paying attention to chat. Go for it. Go for it.
So Ricky, obviously, we've had the pleasure of meeting Jess, who is Ricky's other half. Absolutely amazing person. It was a pleasure to meet her. So are you happy to give everybody how you met? How you obviously mentioned the first date. Let's hear more about it, mate. Let's hear the story.
How we met work. Maybe you want the longer answer.
How did we meet? Work. She was my boss, and I bent over for her. If I say you want to play it.
The longer answer would be actually we both grew up in the same city, but we didn't know each other. We went to the same lower school, we went to the same middle school. I guess the school system here works different. Lower school is like until you're about 12 years old, then you go to like middle school until about 18, and then you go to university or whatever. So we were also on the same middle school. So she's 3 years younger than me, so that's why we were never in the same classes. So we didn't really know each other, and suddenly we came to work at a certain company close to The Hague, and I even had a relationship back then, but that didn't go through, and I think it existed because I was living in another city then, and I moved back to my mom in our old hometown, or like shared hometown, and I was like, well, you live in the same city, you go by public transport. I hate trains. You can just tag along, because she was living I think about 800 meters from where I was living or growing up. It was very close together, actually. So like, yeah, I was going by car, so like, I can just take you home because it's like next to my home. And I guess that's how it started.
Smooth. I like it.
Giggity.
Do you want me to drive you home? Love it. So when did you pluck up the courage to ask her out on a date then, mate? Because you're obviously just being a gentleman. You're being a nice work colleague.
Where did the line get drawn?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I don't know how it all gets started. Like, I guess I liked her and she liked me, and we were giving hints. And let me talk to you about the best date ever. This was the first date, but it already helps if you already know each other because you work together, right? So that made it easier for me to make a move, if you want to call it that. Our first date was, let's watch an episode together of The Walking Dead.
Okay.
And I would be making dinner for her as well. So that's what we did. Because she had to catch up to where I was. I think she was like a few episodes behind. So she was kind of rushing it to get those episodes watched, and then we could continue on together from there.
I have to say, I'm agreeing with chat here. They're all saying it's a perfect first date, and I have to agree. When am I coming around for the Walking Dead? It's a dinner, mate.
The Walking
Dead.
Dead.
Mate. You've got me.
Okay, maybe not the sound effects. That's
so romantic. It's a very romantic show to watch. I would recommend to other people.
Love that. Come on in, Pinky. Let's go. You've been a bit quiet. Let's get some questions from you.
No, I have a question, but I'm not actually sure if I'm allowed to ask it.
If I don't want to answer, I'll say no.
It's more... Obviously, I have a little bit of inside information about your current situation with Jess. Is that something you're comfortable talking about next year?
What is your question?
Yeah.
Are you comfortable talking about the fact that you two are getting married?
Yeah, until a certain level, but yeah. April 7th. We like we Dutch people say, we go in the marriage boat. But yeah, we're gonna get married.
That's amazing. Are you excited?
Oh yes, definitely. It's just a lot of things you need to how do you say that? Get ready for, like a photographer. Well, we got the location. We got the photographer now, by the way, since today, as we said yes to one. But yeah, they're clothes. There's a theme to think about, and that kind of stuff. Or dress code. Just
the stressful stuff at the moment, mate. Just the stressful stuff.
Yeah, but it's like more than 250 days away. I can wait.
So basically, ladies and gentlemen in chat, unfortunately, Ricky's going to be with a ball and chain on his ankle next April.
That's the words of a single person.
Sorry to say, guys. Hey, I've met Jess personally. She's lovely, and I power to them too, because I would love them to tie a knot, and that's genuine. Absolutely incredible people. I'm just having a laugh, just having a giggle.
I'm gonna be stuck with her the rest of my life.
I love it.
We know it's going to be awesome. But I do have a question. what has been the hardest part? Obviously, I know you're still got plenty of time, but what have you found the hardest part to plan so far?
Of the wedding.
Yes. Yes. We could ask about the engagement story as well, because I think that would be a great story to ask.
Oh, yeah. We can do that later. No, I don't think there were like hard things to get sorted so far. I think Jess and I are very easy people, at least with each other. Like, oh, you want to do that? Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. You know, we haven't had any argues so far, and people probably don't believe it. Of course, we had discussions, but we have never been fighting with each other yet. You never know what's gonna happen. But
throw the caveat in first.
It has never happened before, at least not yet.
That's really good to hear.
That is inspirational. That really is. That is really good to hear. The right one is out there, people. The right one is out there.
I think maybe as well because we both don't like to fight, and the funny thing is we were talking about, we can sometimes hear the neighbors fight, like they're yelling at each other, and then we're looking at each other like, wow, that must cost a lot of energy. We're both fucking lazy. Yeah. Let's not do that. Let's not do that ever.
Oh, I love that. Too much energy to argue. That's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, can we hear the engagement story? Are you happy for the world to know about the engagement story?
Oh yeah.
How did you do it?
Yeah, too bad Max wasn't there, because Max was invited as well to when that moment happened. But at least my bro and all my other friends and family were there. Basically, in 2020, I turned 30, and I wanted to celebrate big. I did the same with when I was turning 25, but I'll come back to that later. But so I was like, you know what? Let's arrange some nice dinner and have everything sorted for everyone. Like free drinks, free food for them, not for me. But so all my friends and family came over, and yeah, we had a great time. And I have like certain groups of people. Like of course, for my family it was like my mother, her friend, my sister, her husband, and back then they had one son, just one kid. They still have one son. They have two kids. So that's like a group, and then we have a group that I met at university. I guess then the other university only Chris. Then we have at work. We only had one, and then some groups I bonded quite good with, or came in from Jessica's side. And her parents as well. And I was like before the main menu, I was talking about how I met everyone, and around the time when that was, just pointing out per person. And I saved Jessica for last. And it's like, yeah, and I met you at work. And it was only Wish to Die who knew about it, but that's when I went on my knees and put her under pressure because everyone was there.
So we did that.
Went on my knees and showed her the ring and asked her to marry me.
Oh, did she cry?
That is cute.
I don't think she cried, but her dad definitely did.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, by the way, apart from Chris knowing it, obviously the restaurant knew it as well, because they were standing there ready with all the champagne. They were standing behind the bar already. I could see that.
That could have been really awkward.
That's amazing. So, guys, those in chat, just to let you know, Bex that he mentioned is the Roxy Babe, who is also Pink Ninja Bunny's sister, and Chris is Wish to Die, who's also in chat. And these are the guys who have known Ricky for a long time, especially Wish to Die. And they're the ones that introduced me. And I'm so humble for that, guys. So thank you, guys. But, guys, we're going to move on from the romance bit now because I'm feeling a bit nauseous. No, I'm joking. But we are going to move on because you talked about your middle school life. So we're going to talk about your work life. We're going to talk about your school years. So the first question that we do ask a lot of people is because everybody's different. People love it. Some people hate it. For you, how was school? How was your school years?
Lower school was fucked. As in, I was bullied to death because I have another skin color. Middle school was okay-ish, I guess. Not the first half. I don't know. With the group of people, they were not my type of people, I guess. And then I decided I have to do a school year again, like repeat it.
Or PTA.
And yeah, so and then I came in with a new class, and those people were actually, I don't know, I like them. And they like me, and that fitted. I guess from that group of people, it's not that we still hang around, but there we have, like, from that group, we still have one common friend, who is also from a university, as I mentioned earlier. So when he is celebrating his birthday, we still see each other and have a nice chat and everything.
Oh, so really sorry to hear about the lower school. Horrible.
Yeah, that was quite horrible.
Hopefully that's something that gets stamped out moving forward, mate. But look how good your life is now. So hopefully it's little traumas, just minor things now, and you can look back and laugh because they're idiots. And look how good your life is now. So bit of a, obviously I don't want to go into too much on that because I don't think it's fair. I don't want to bring up trauma on that. So we're going to talk about the school itself because obviously what do you do as a job now as well? So we're going to start with your school and then obviously we're going to talk about your work stuff. So Pinky, do you want to ask about school stuff because you're very good at this?
Something that's a little close to my heart about talking. But no, we'll start with subjects because everyone has their favourites and their least favourites. What were yours?
My favorite subjects? I think I like math a lot. I'm not doing necessarily math a lot nowadays, but it just mostly seemed like very logic. So it wasn't necessarily easy, but I think it made it easier because I'm not good at reading, and I'm definitely not fast at reading. So mostly all the courses that involves a lot of reading, I usually dislike, like history or that kind of stuff, geography. I wasn't good at that.
Understandable. Which of those would you say was your least favourite?
History.
History hands down.
Straight out. He's already thought about this.
History. It's not that I dislike history. I think it's very important to keep track of it. But I'd rather learn from it, like to go visit the places or go to museums or that kind of things, not from a book and a teacher telling you need to do this because you have a test next week and blah blah blah. Ugh. Come on, man.
Anything more interactive means.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So you get more into it. Like history was my least favorite thing on school, but I did visit Normandy to see what is left of it and see what like happened there according to the museums, and that was a very nice experience.
I can imagine.
I really enjoyed that.
So going on subject of likes and dislikes, were you into sports in school and were you part of any teams?
What do you think?
Hey, we know the answer. It's not for us.
This is for everyone else to know.
I already gave it away. I'm a very lazy person, but I tried a few sports when I was little. I tried tennis. I think I did it for about a year until I quit.
Okay.
It was a tennis course or like a tennis, how you say that, like organization thingy. They
Club?
had a club, I guess. Yeah, they would have like these gravel courses where you play on, and then at the end of the lesson, someone has to go and like fix the gravel again. They would have this like a big net that you have to walk around everywhere, so the little gravel is distributed more evenly. And it felt like, at least to me as a kid, it felt like that I had to do it quite a lot of times. It's basically just work, and I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old. And started to think like maybe because of my skin color. I don't know.
Slave labor.
This was just an assumption. The funny thing is that my sister is good friends with that teacher's wife right now, and he is nothing like that. I think I was just unlucky there. I think after tennis, I tried. Is that called judo in English as well?
Yeah, judo.
Well, that was a very nice one lesson I had.
Just the one.
No, I think I stick the longest with handball. I did that for a few years.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ooh, that's an unusual sport.
I'm
That's
quite
Ricky for you.
Yeah, I'm quite an unusual person as well. So that really suited me. Yeah, the problem there was, well, at least I find it a problem, but I kept playing it. But it's very important to play as a team, and the team was not a team.
Yeah.
I was like a team player. So usually you go forward and then like play the ball around and try to create like a gap to throw the ball at the goal. But they would already throw the ball to the goal from the middle. Like, why? And then I would be like a team player, and then like, okay, I got the ball. Nothing I can do. I'll just pass it around, and then it gets thrown at the goal, and then we were like we couldn't. We were already like the lowest of the lowest.
The scum of the league.
Fun.
That's what you
I had
just
fun
said.
anyways, but I was like, okay, this is we're not growing in any way, so I think I'm done.
And obviously,
I
a bit
think I
of
did
golf.
that for
Bit of golf,
2.5 years, I think.
And you pick golf for you, Ricky, right?
Golfing.
You pick golf.
That was way later, but I think that was something from the COVID era.
Okay, so you picked that up in the most recent few years.
Actually, together with Wish to Die, we just started like, well, maybe that would be a fun thing to do. We tried it. We had lessons, and I think we did it like for about 10 months or maybe something like that. And then I don't know, we never did it again, except for Top Golf with Fleety Snake when we were over in the UK.
Ricky was just smash. He was literally a Hulk of golf. RedDunge0n smash. That's what it was, wasn't it? Smash. Love
Smash. Yeah, but just the green, not the ball.
it. Yeah. Love that. So yes.
We started just before COVID. Oh, I couldn't remember. It felt like it was like in COVID times.
So the question for you, pal, is obviously work life now. So are you happy to tell people what you do for a living?
Yeah, I work as a software developer. So basically, creating software, doing a little bit of support in between sometimes. More like technical support for that. We have our own support department, and their resources are obviously limited because they're not programmers. So we as software developers, make tools for them to make their life easier to help our clients. But sometimes, they cannot check it, go into the database. They cannot check the source code, etc. So when that seems to be required, then they can ask help at a developer. And not all developers are qualified to do so. I'm one of the 4, I think. Yeah, one of the 4 or 5 out of 8. Probably also because I work one of the longest our current developers. We've got 8 developers in total. I think. Yeah, I'm in the company now for 5.5 years almost. And there's only one person that works there longer as a developer. I think he's like 6.5 years in there.
So is it a job that you quite enjoy? And I suppose going on to that, was it something that you expected to enjoy?
Definitely, yeah. I actually, as a kid, maybe that's why I didn't necessarily have many friends, but I was already like on a computer and programming a bit as well. So my first computer was an MSX. It was basically the more known Commodore 64.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
But then the Microsoft version, because my parents bought it. So I guess as a 4-year-old, I was already watching how my dad did stuff, and then I tried it myself, and then tried to make like in basic, make basic programs, and also
Okay.
you get this. It's very old school. So you get like a magazine, and in the magazine there was like a page full of code which you can just type in, and you
Yeah.
type it all in, and then you have a game. That's awesome, right? So you get a game from a magazine, but you have to just type it all in. And
That's fascinating.
and then there's a small you just try and alter some numbers and see what happens, and that basically got me into it. And then I grew older. Then we had Windows or DOS, MS DOS for that matter. So I was playing around with QBasic and still Basic, but yeah, I was a kid, and tried to like mimic a board game we played, or like a Monopoly kind of style game. Never finished it, but I was just trying to, sometimes when you start a project, you have a certain goal. Like I want to draw the board and I want to have pawns going over the board. That was more my main goal. So I never finished like creating the whole game because I had a board and my pawns moved. So that was I quit there. But yeah, that's basically how I got into programming, though. That's also what I did as a study at the university.
That's really cool. It's really cool. So it started from a young age and went on from there. So the usual question we ask is, what's your ideal or dream job? But have you? It sounds like you've got it. But is there anything else that you would love if there was no limitations? Is there anything you would love to be doing? So you mentioned F1 you love. Was it an F1 driver, for example, or?
No. That won't suit me. I really enjoy the job I'm doing right now. Of course, it has its pluses and minuses, but like the when I'm on duty, like pager duty, that's not necessarily the fun part, but it is. I guess for the company that I work for is the responsibility that comes with it when you're growing. So it's basically a part of it. But yeah, not having that would be great, and I could probably say I won out. It just, to me, that doesn't sound that fair to do that. But I know that if like stuff happens, or I don't know, if I go on a holiday, it's not that I have the on duty calls as well. That's why I have it 2 weeks in a row, because we swap it every week. I have it now 2 weeks in a row because we're doing it with the three of us, and those two are on a holiday right now.
That's a dig. Yeah. What about game development? Has that never piqued your interest? Something your skills that you're passionate about? Is there something that you could adapt? Has it ever crossed your mind?
Well, during the study, I guess we call it study. At university where I wish to die, we also did like a minor. So you do, out of the 3.5 years we did that, a half a year you do something else, and we both picked game design and development. So just to give it a try. So we had to develop 2 games actually there, with 2 different groups, and I thought it was a very nice experience. So the first part was with a group of 3, and then you had like 3 roles. You had a designer, you had a programmer, you had an artist. So obviously I was the programmer, and you had to make a small game in 6 weeks.
Okay.
And the assignment first was try to combine 2 games into a new game.
Okay.
Okay.
So what we combined was Simon Says and Snake.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
You combining me.
Exactly. Combine
My
Snake
super
with Simon Says.
Yeah, Destiny, guys. Destiny right here. You can hear it.
So basically it's a snake. So you start a level and you had to draw a path, you were basically a duck called Lily, and you had to pick up all the eggs, but you have to draw the path and memorize that for every egg you get a little baby walking behind you. So don't overlap, because you will drown your baby. And then with every level you get an extra egg that you need to get. So you basically have to memorize. You also have to get them in the same order they appear, without overlapping or like drowning your babies. So that's what
I've got drop something here. Wish to Die for You in chat has put in Battle for Allura or Alaroo?
Lara?
Yeah. So the second project that was with I think we were a group of 11 people. That's where we created a game we called Battle for Alaro. It was a mobile game. I'm not sure how much I want to talk about it.
Don't worry, don't worry too much.
Or more like what you're looking for. Basically, it was like a gladiator type of game, but with magicians, or you call it like wizards.
Yeah,
You,
got
you
it
can
right.
you can cast spells, and then you have 3 spells, and one counters the other, and so you can make a circle around that. So fire is good against grass, and grass is good against water, and water is good against fire. And you have 2 ways to do that. You can draw the sign on the screen, or you can use the voice recognition to do the spell, and then you can dodge the fireballs to go left or right.
Balls.
So like dodge it to move left or right. That's the point where I chose to take the role of artist on me instead of programmer. It was very stressful
Okay.
because I'm not an artist.
So, what made you want to become go for the artist there? Because, like you say, you're not an artist, or you aren't as good with the art side of things. What made
let's
you
just say,
branch out?
I think that was a good way to find out I'm not that good of an artist. It was like I think this was the moment to try something different as well. Like, okay, I already did programmer. I'm like the program study, so yeah, I'm already doing this like full time. Let's try something. Let's try something else. And then artist was kind of interesting to me. Like, oh, that could be cool. Well, I built basically all the 3D models in game, and well, the skins for the 3D models. Well, it's just like you have like a naked doll, and then just have it painted, I guess, instead of like it looks like it's wearing clothes.
Yeah,
So I wasn't really good at that. But hey, it worked, and we got a good grade out of it, so that was nice.
So, can I ask you another question from chat, mate? Because I quite like this one. So, this is from the amazing Jamie, the one and only, another amazing streamer, guys. Have you ever thought of voice acting? Because you have a really nice voice.
Did I ever think of voice acting? Well, actually, I've looked it up before to do something.
Really?
But but I never really done anything with it. I don't know.
Is that the laziness coming in again? Is that why you didn't pursue?
No, I think it's not interesting to me enough to do something like that. But sometimes I do hear, like, if you're clearly listening to their ads, they're always exaggerating how good the product is. So yeah, I'm kind of listening it in, I guess, in the voice actor way sometimes, but it's not. I don't think it would suit me. It doesn't feel right as a job, at least.
It's definitely a job you could do well, but if you're not going to enjoy it, then that's the main thing to consider.
Maybe if I lose this job, then I'll give it a
go. Love it. Go on, Pinky.
Yeah. So I think we've kind of gone through the job side of things. So we'll probably go into hobbies, I think, next. What hobbies? Sorry, I can't speak.
Hobbies? What hobbies?
Hobbies.
So sorry, I thought Vin had left the chat and let you guys talk in touch again.
What hobbies do you have?
Let me try that again. What hobbies do you have outside of streaming?
Well, I love to ride a motorcycle. I also do that off stream. I do that more off stream than on stream, obviously, because I also do that to commute, so get to work and back. It is to me it's quite relaxing, actually. Also like to process the day. I remember when I would drive home by car, then you get into traffic, you get like maybe like a low level annoyance because of the traffic, and you're home later. At least with the motorcycle, you're like kind of allowed to go in between, and so you don't really stand still unless there's a really an accident happened. But you never really stand still, and I think that for me is a good way to like I focus on the traffic, and for that, therefore, I kind of processing the day that way and forget all the things that happened, or just thinking about it as well to learn from it and to use the next day. But yeah, it really helps for me to like focus on all the traffic that's out there.
Cool.
Always try to predict what cars are trying to do.
Yep,
basically.
anticipation.
Yeah,
Love it. I love that.
We
So-
have another question from chat. Sorry, Flavia, I do
That's fine,
apologize.
that's fine, that's fine.
It's literally just come in. What is the make of your bike?
the make of my current bike is a BMW R1250 GS Adventure.
Those are
And-
words to me.
Okay. Or in short, R1250 GS, if you look that up. Then you have of the R1250 GS, you have an adventure version, which basically means I think something else is different with the suspension, and also it has a bigger gas tank. Like regular bikes have a gas tank of around 15 liters, and I think the R1250 GS has like a 20-liter tank, but the
Okay.
Adventure has a 30-liter tank. So it's a
designed
little
for
bit
longer
heavy.
It's a big
journeys.
boy.
Yeah, it's a little bit heavier bike, but you can also carry more fuel.
Love it. So we're going to change topic here. So we've evolved this question a bit more, mate. So initially it was what's your streaming influence and stuff like that, but we want to know more about you. So in terms of influences on your life, so we're going to ask who's your biggest supporter, why they're your biggest supporter, who else is your inspirational person. So this is where we're going to get into people that have impacted RedDunge0n. So it's a little bit less about you, but kind of is still about you, if that makes sense. So it's about people that have affected your life. All right. So the first one is obviously in regards to, we're going to go with streaming because that's obviously what we're primarily for. Since you started streaming, who you're allowed to name drop here, who would you say is your biggest supporter?
Good question.
And that's a difficult
Obviously,
one because
you
you don't want to
guys.
upset people.
No, it's definitely Fleety Snake and Pink Ninja Bunny.
Thank you.
Did I win a prize now?
You can have that later, dear.
Yeah, Wishidai, of course, as well. I think you're one of the few that is subscribed as well since the beginning that I became affiliate. So I'm very grateful for you guys for doing that and keeping subscribed. I think some other people that I met, for example, I think Jamie the One and Only is one of the people that I know for quite some time, like from my beginning at least.
Yeah.
Which is a very great supporter, and I actually met him through another streamer. DarthLuke83 was playing a lot of Super Mario Maker as well, and I guess that's how eventually me and Jamie got connected. I think Master Caleb became a very good friend, very supportive and always down to play games, which is always nice to at least have a nice startup. Like when you start a stream and you want to play with other people, she's usually always there to play some games, and I even remember one time, like she said, Dead by Daylight, we got a lot of toxic people. I don't want to play this game anymore. And now I was like, I want to go live playing Dead by Daylight. Do you want to join? She was like, yeah, sure.
Well, you got to remember, I'm sorry for this, Kayla. We love you, but you got to remember the early days of Phasmophobia as well.
Yeah.
How you've evolved in loving that game is actually amazing. But Kayla wouldn't come into the house at first, and she's done so well now. Now she's addicted to the game. She loves it. She's straight in. She knows all the ghosts and stuff. So yeah, Kayla's definitely one. I would definitely say the support of yours, 100%.
And I don't stream it that often, but I know that it's Sir Lem always stops by and says hi. And I think when I'm playing Mario Kart, he is always joining for a few races, and I really appreciate that as well. And he was playing Mario Kart himself earlier today, and he ended his stream, and he said he already prepared and had Fleety Snake stream open in case this would start. So
Thank you,
that was
Lem.
really nice to hear as well.
It's really good.
It won't be forgotten.
Pinky, let's keep this topic going. Let's ask another question.
I have to admit, we've already moved on to the questions I had for this.
Okay. Oh.
And these tons of inspirations. I'm like, what do I do with this? I don't know. Do you have any more questions on that one? Because I've got others.
So we've talked about your streaming. What about in real life? What about in life, mate? I'm surprised you didn't go there, Pinky. You're normally right on that one.
Do you know what? I think my brain's just kind of gone, it's the end of a Sunday, I'm done.
She wants to ask about your hubbies, obviously, not your hubbies.
I just said the wrong word. Leave me alone.
No, so that's the serious question, though, RedDunge0n. In terms of life, obviously, you've gone, we didn't touch on it too much because I didn't want to, but you've had a few bits. But in terms of supporting in life, who would you say has been a big help for you in life?
My mum.
Yeah.
I love my mum. My mum is a very good supporter of my life, and Wish to Die for you as well. I think Wish to Die for you and me. Okay, that sounds weird. I have to say for you, but I think Wish to Die and me would basically do anything for each other and help each other out, even at midnight. Like if Wish to Die has a flat tire at 3 a.m. and I was driving ahead of him. I turned around to help him out and spent the night, basically. We actually went to my... we were close to my office, like where I work, and we went there to like clean off our hands and that kind of stuff and make sure we can go home safely. He is one of the few people that can call me at night and that my phone will ring, because I have the Do Not Disturb mode on at night. And in case anything happens, you can always call me. Same for my mom and my sister. So if other people try to send messages or call me, it won't ring. But he's one of the people that will get through.
Like an emergency contact. I love it. That's so cute.
Yeah,
that's a proper bromance right there.
Yeah.
I love it.
And why I said my mum is because she took me in when I broke up like 2 relationships, and while we were living together, and I had to move out, or like had to/want to, and she was happy to take me back in for as long as I need it. So I'm really thankful for that as well.
Awesome, love that. I love that. So we're gonna move on now. We're gonna move on. Is there any other questions you want to ask, Pinky?
Yeah. So
I know you got a whole list.
We were talking about hobbies a little bit earlier. I know. I have them there so I don't miss anything. But no, we were talking about hobbies earlier, and we didn't really touch much on this. So outside of gaming, what else do you like to do? Do you like to watch TV series? And if there is,
yeah, because after we talked a little bit about motorcycle drive, then the next question came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like to watch series. So I'm not really a binge watcher, but me and Jess usually watch an episode of something while having dinner. And then we, optimally, it would be a series with episodes of about 40 minutes. So, like, for example, we're at the last season of Stranger Things, but all those episodes are like over an hour or around an hour. Or most of them are more than an hour, I believe. And then we're thinking that, okay, that's too long to watch while having dinner. So we're not watching that right now. Today we finished Queen of the South.
Okay.
Actually, pretty cool series about a girl that like laundered a little bit of money on the streets and became a big kingpin in dealing drugs.
Wow. Okay, that sounds really interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting. It was interesting, and also like it's a show that is like easy to watch. It's not necessarily like How I Met Your Mother style, but it's just easy to follow while having dinner and not paying 100% attention.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Sorry.
And also hang out with friends and do whatever, have a drink, have a laugh. I always like to do that. I'm always up for that.
Really good way to be. We've had a question on the subject of TV series. What is your favorite series of all time? If you have one.
Good question. Puts
Very
him on the
question.
spot.
Well, favorite series of all time. Yeah, that's a good question. I know as a kid, it was definitely Pokemon. I was watching a lot of Pokemon as a small kid. It was like it was on the telly before school started, so I was always watching that. And I remember that my dad didn't like the fact that I was watching cartoons, so because he's like, yeah, that's for small children. You need to grow up, and so. Well, you know what you do as a kid? You still watch the show, and then when you hear him coming down the stairs, you swap it over to whatever, something else. And then, of course, he knows, but he didn't see it, so it's not there.
Well, he doesn't see, can't hurt him, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I do think about a very movie like a movie that I liked very much was Inception. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. I watched it a few times, like a few times that I could notice with the scene where I can't even remember the name, but the guy that hired the team to implant this idea in Mr. Fisher's mind. He was sitting in a helicopter while they're having a conversation while they were outside the helicopter, and then one time you could see the rain on the window of the helicopter, and the other time you couldn't. So definitely,
he spotted
yeah.
these things.
Well, I think only that. I think if you would watch YouTube, if I would watch a YouTube video, there are more things that are, I guess, wrong. But that's the thing I noticed myself.
To be fair,
I think
if you have to
that's
edit
really,
that film, that would be a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Try to keep
especially like rain on
consistency.
a window.
Yeah.
But I think that movie was a good mindfuck. Speaking
What's
of
your
mindfucks,
favourite-
sorry.
I was just going to say, what was your favourite genre of films? But that's fine. Go on with yours.
Yeah, maybe mindfucks. Maybe mindfucks. I don't necessarily watch a lot of movies, but I really enjoyed Tenet. I don't know if you've seen Tenet.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Yes, I have.
You
It is a
have.
good film. Yes.
It is a good film and quite the mindfuck as well.
Yes, it is.
I think like the same type of mindfuck way as Inception, but still different. But yeah, obviously both Christopher Nolan.
Okay.
But I was about to mention the movie Unthinkable with Samuel L. Jackson. That's a different type of mindfuck.
Unthinkable. Oh yes, I have seen that one. Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one
basically
either.
where
Yeah.
someone became a terrorist Muslim.
Yeah.
And yeah, the way they tortured him and the family. That is, okay, I'm not gonna say more. You should definitely watch it.
It's unthinkable.
It is
That's the way.
unthinkable.
Wow.
So I'm going to ask for a little favour. I'm going to just ask you to be silly for a second. So, Ricky, you like to do faces on stream, okay?
Faces?
And we've seen plenty of them. And don't say you don't do because you do a lot of faces, okay? So you zoom the camera in, you make faces. Just for chat, can you please do a mind-fucked, confused face? After watching the film, you're like, huh? So if you could give us that type of face for us, I want to see your acting skills in play.
I don't understand. Like, what? What happened here? What? How's this possible? I would never use the hand slam. Maybe on stream, but not in real life.
Normally, it's like that or something, but you know.
What?
I love it.
Oh, I love that. That's brilliant. Sorry, mate. I had to get that because I love it when you do your faces on camera.
Yeah.
It's about one of your emails is literally going, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one.
That one.
Oh,
Let me
fantastic.
type it.
So we got a question to
Yeah.
ask you as well while you're doing it in the chat, mate.
Yeah.
So Lem has asked, obviously, considering you're not an artist, who did your profile picture on your Twitch?
I did myself.
Oh, really?
I did it myself, and actually, it was it was from a picture where I was wearing a white shirt. So I just
Okay.
painted it red myself. And
There you go. So he is an artist, Lem. He's been lying the whole time.
Oh well, I'm that kind of artist. Like, I just Google Photoshop picture to outline, and then you get the outline, and then
So you like-
and you try to
got
fill
first
in
knowledge.
everything.
Got
Yeah.
first knowledge. So if you don't
But
know, you
yeah.
like to find out.
Thank you, Lem. I appreciate that.
So you use Photoshop to make it then?
Yeah, I do have like Photoshop, Illustrator, After Effects, Premiere Pro. I'm not really good at it necessarily. I tried to. At first I tried to make my own emotes. I was like, yeah, let's make it myself. Oh damn! It took a lot of hours to make the simple GG emote that I have with the door. I was making it in Illustrator as well. Maybe that's not very helpful. So yeah.
That would make things harder.
I think this GG took me about 3 weeks.
Oh wow!
Really?
Oh wow!
Yeah, because I'm not
Oh,
good,
wow.
and I'm also like a perfectionist. Like, okay, this one is
Mm.
slightly off. I don't like it, and well,
Okay, I'm gonna really upset you now. The unicorn that you used to jump scare.
yeah,
Took me
5
30
minutes.
About 30 minutes. Sorry, and my artistic skills aren't great, but yeah, sorry about that, pal.
Yeah. No, I think it's because of me being like a kind of a perfectionist. Like I wanted to have it in a certain way, and then I have to redo it every time because it's not satisfying enough for me.
Yeah.
I think it works now, but yeah, like I said, it took a long time. I think
So you had to.
yeah, like my hype mode, I also made myself, so that's why they are out of style with the rest, I guess. Because the rest I have made by someone else.
Who actually made them? Were they ones that you had commissioned yourself or asked as a favor from people?
No, someone I commissioned. There was some guy through Fiverr that lives in Indonesia.
Okay.
That
Nothing
I
wrong
don't
with
know.
that. We've all got to get them somehow, right?
Well, it's nice to have them sponsoring them having a job as well in that way.
No, that's good. Good point. So the question I'm going to ask, mate, is I don't know if you're allowed to answer this one. Your stream name, RedDunge0n. So, can you give us a story on that? Why RedDunge0n?
I'm not gonna tell everything about it, but basically it is somewhat derived from my real name. So you can maybe figure it out. My previous username was just like my real name and then some numbers. And then once upon a time, I jumped into Luke's stream, who I mentioned before, and he didn't know how to pronounce it. Well, obviously it's a Dutch name, and then some Canadian tries to pronounce it. That's not going to work. And he was like, RedDunge0n? Hello, RedDunge0n, welcome in. It was my first time coming in. I was like, maybe that's a good name. I'll change it to that.
The simple things, eh? The simple things.
I love that.
And also on, I don't know, like sometimes I play stupid games on my phone as well. So then I had to make a Google Play profile and I would just click generate. And there, I think my name is something like Ruminating Dragon. So I was like, oh, maybe that works quite well with the RedDunge0n. And so I named my bot to Red Dragon, like mainly because of that.
That's
Love
pretty
that.
awesome.
Love that. It's such a simple thing, though. It's such an effective tool on how to create a Twitch name, isn't it? It's
someone trying to pronounce my real name, and it became RedDunge0n, so I'll just take over that name.
It's kind of like a little happy accident, really.
Yeah, definitely.
That's brilliant. Pinky, you got another question for him?
I do, because I know you personally. This one isn't one we've asked before, but I do know that you quite enjoy traveling. What was your favorite country that you've been to?
New Zealand. Straight off the bat, New Zealand. That was one of my favorite countries so far.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, you should see it, mate. It's just fucking beautiful. It's hard to describe, but it's a very beautiful country. You have the Northern Ireland, you have the Southern Ireland, and they're quite different. Like Northern Ireland is more, what you call more people live there on the Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And
more residential.
And the Southern Ireland is more nature. I believe there are more people living in Auckland than people live on the Southern Island.
Wow.
That's how few people live there. But the nature is really awesome. They have volcanoes, they have glaciers, they have very nice grasslands and mountains and basically everything. And we spent the four full weeks there. The only downside is the flight.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be one hell of a flight, right?
So to make it even more stupid,
Mhm.
on our way to there, so first we fly to London. So going the wrong way.
The wrong
Exactly.
way. Yeah.
Going the
Okay.
Yeah, I
wrong
was gonna
way.
say.
Um, And then apparently our flight was delayed, and we were like, oh shit, because we had to fly to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, where we had another transfer, and we only had, I think, 1 hour 45 minutes to catch the next plane, and
Oh my
then we had an
god.
hour delay at London, so we only, I think eventually it was 1 hour 15 minutes delay. So we
Oh.
arrived in Kuala Lumpur, and we were running to our next plane. And then there was we did arrive at the gate in time, and I didn't even mention that in London, Jessica's ticket didn't work. Jessica's boarding pass. So already flew from Amsterdam to London, and
Yeah.
so we had to be kept aside, and then we got other seats. So luckily we could still join.
Yeah.
And we had the same thing in Malaysia. So we were already rushing to catch the plane, and we got the new boarding passes. I have to say, by the way, on the airport in Kuala Lumpur, it was very nicely managed. Like they put all these people of staff everywhere with signs saying, "This flight number to Auckland, go this way," and they put them at
awesome.
several junctions in the airport. So that was quite cool. So we would
Wow.
know where we were running to, left, right, right. You know, that was very
amazing.
helpful. Except that again, Jessica's ticket wasn't working, and then
Wow.
we got crew seats or something. They reserved a few seats for the crew, and they were like, "Okay, we'll just remove the crew sign." And then, no, now you get seats. There you go.
Wow. Okay.
And then we arrived in Auckland, and our backpacks weren't there.
Oh no! Every traveler's worst nightmare.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and we weren't really smart packers. We will take that into account now. So we didn't have like toothbrushes, clean underwear. She didn't have her birth control pills,
Oh no.
for example. Yeah, so we went to a doctor there to get the pills because they can only be given out on what do you call it, prescription.
Yep.
And it took them, I think, 3 days later we could pick up our bags at the airport.
Oof.
Oh, I mean, 3 days without it is still a nightmare. But I've heard even
Yeah,
worse.
so,
Like, people getting
on
it
the-
weeks
on-
later.
Yeah, so if you look on the pictures, the first 3 days we're wearing all the same clothes.
At least it's a good story to tell.
Yeah. But you were one with nature, mate. That's what it matters.
Yeah, definitely the smell back then as well. Yeah, no shampoo now in the hotel.
Prime deodorant, eh?
Oh.
Love
But
it.
I suppose the flip side to that question is, what was your least favorite country to visit? As controversial as that might be.
He's already mentioned it, right? He said London. So come to England. It's got to be England, right? I'm joking.
No,
I love my country.
no. I think least favorite country that I visited. I don't think there really. Okay, yeah, there's one, but I don't know if we could call it a visit.
Okay.
It was China. It was on our way back from New Zealand. On our way back. Apparently, we had to get to the other side of the terminal to catch the next flight, and therefore we had to go into the country to the other side of the airport and go to borders or customs again. So we had to get a certain stamp for that, like that you were allowed to go into the country for 24 hours. And then, so they told us to go in a certain line, which was fine, until I saw the sign about, if you have signs of yellow fever, like coughing, having a cold, and that kind of stuff, please attend to a member of staff, and we'll have your temperature measured and everything. And I was like, okay, don't sneeze.
Especially if your sneezes.
Yeah, you'll be able to hide them.
Yeah.
The old airport would definitely cover
I
it.
could hide, but if I sneeze, I'm fucked. But I didn't have to sneeze, luckily. To be honest, a few times almost, but I would get a tissue and then blow my nose a bit out of sight as much as I could. But yeah, I think we were in line for about one and a half hour, until they told us, no. Oh, you need the other stamp, so you need to go to the other line over there. And then it was like another hour. Good thing we had like a transfer flight for 5 hours, I think. So it was enough time, but man. And they were not really helpful as well getting the stamp, because eventually they were like, yeah, you have to fill in this form. Okay, where's the form? Yeah, it's over there. Oh, okay. There are no forms. Oh, well, then we're out.
Really?
Yeah, but I need to catch my plane over there, you know? They
Not
wouldn't
So
help
they
at all.
literally just left you like stranded like that?
Yeah, it's probably not a good representation of the country, but that was not a fun experience.
Oh, sounds like it. Nightmare. So Cisco's saying in chat that they'll be doing that as well. So he's obviously experienced it as well. Cool. Thank you. Let's keep going with the questions. You're asking some great ones. Let's keep going with them. Let's keep going.
I do have another one. On the subject of traveling again, because it's the thing. What is the country that you'd love to visit the most that you haven't?
That I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet. Me and just made like plans, as in thinking about it, to visit Peru. So it's still like on the agenda to go there once. Like Machu Picchu and
oh, that'd be so good to see.
And a nice city in nature there as well, and the culture. But it's probably not going to happen this year or next year, because we basically have other plans. Probably because this year there's not really more time, and we want to save up our like vacation days, our paid leaves for next year to go on a honeymoon to the United States. I have been there before, but Jessica hasn't, and she's really excited to go there, and I'm happy to go with her. We're probably going to visit some nature parks that I've already been, but also we compromised it with some nature parks that I haven't been to yet.
Awesome.
And I'm happy to go there again, definitely.
Which areas of the United States are you planning to go to?
Oh, that would be the West, like the famous West tour, like Los Angeles, and then go inwards and then back to San Francisco. So like Grand Canyon, Bryce Canyon, Yellowstone Park, Yosemite Park, Las Vegas.
That would be incredible.
Well,
How long are you going to go there for?
We don't know yet. Probably about 3 weeks.
Love that.
But we haven't really planned it. But I think we want to do that as a honeymoon, so that will probably be like shortly after we got married. If we both say yes.
Yeah.
Run at the altar. So, Master Kayla in chat has asked, is Sweden in your thoughts?
Sweden. Master Kayla and me already have ideas to visit Jamie in Sweden. So I think that is going to happen. It will maybe happen this year.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So you're going to see lots of pictures in your Discord?
Yep, we hope so.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely share some pictures there.
Love that. Love that.
The sneeze
Pinky, you got more for our amazing Ricky?
It's gone.
Yes, I do. Again, I haven't asked this one before, but because it's you, Ricky, of course. You like concerts and live music. What's your favorite concert or festival you've ever been to?
Graspop. Graspop is a very, very awesome festival. And I should travel by plane or sacrificial hook to Sweden. The hook would be the fastest. Plane would maybe be safer. But yeah, definitely Graspop. It's usually it's like a full 3-day metal festival, and rock metal. It's also they also have rock. They also do rock music or have rock bands come over. This year it was 4 days because it was their 25th anniversary, which should have happened in 2020, but due to COVID, it was postponed twice.
Yeah.
But it's really nice, and I think it's how do you say that? Like the atmosphere and the people are very different from like a dance festival. I've been to a dance festival as well. You wouldn't maybe think of it with me and wearing a shirt like this with a metal band on it, and then but it's so different. I don't know how, but people are more. I don't know. With a dance festival, people want to get through. They would just like throw themselves in between and then continue on. And they were like, "Hey, sorry, hey, yeah, oh no worries." You know, they're I don't know. They're like they're like Brits saying sorry all the time and being nice.
Can't argue that one.
Yeah.
I suppose on the flip side of that, what is your least favorite?
Rap.
I meant your
You sound
least
quick,
favorite
that was-
concert.
Wait,
Oh,
so- wait.
concert. Oh, I thought like music genre. I don't like rap, so that is not my thing.
Eminem,
RedDunge0n
is not your fan. Sorry to say.
Eminem is not my thing. No, definitely not. I can understand that people like it, but it's not my not my cup of tea.
I can agree with that
But
one.
my least favorite concert I went to, I think Lady Gaga.
Really? You went to see Lady Gaga in concert?
It was back in 2010. That's quite a while ago.
Was you hoping she was wearing bacon or something?
But yeah, that was the whole Little Monster themed concert. Yeah, but there were a lot of gay people also visiting there, and I don't have a problem with that. Don't get me wrong, but I do have a problem when they start humping me without my permission.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, it was a nice concert, and Lady Gaga was doing obviously a very good job, but I don't really felt comfortable being there with people doing that without asking or whatever. So I don't know. I'll try to take it as a compliment. So thank you for humping my butt. But
it is a compliment.
Yeah.
But,
it's
also
I
abuse.
didn't like it.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's really sad that it's in such a public area as well that happened.
Yeah, maybe I look gay myself. I don't know, but I'm not interested in guys in a relationship kind of way. But
Yeah.
I guess those people that humped me were maybe.
By the way, Kat,
Please don't.
last time Red come to England, he told me he loved me. So I don't know what's going on now. Now I'm really confused. I'm just gonna cry. I'm joking.
Yeah, because I said I love you, and that's where you stopped listening. Because I said as a friend, because you got but you just didn't want to acknowledge it.
Selective hearing. I cut the rest of it out.
Yeah, no, I love you. And there's like, I haven't heard that in so long, I'll take it. Love you.
Oh my god.
Straight in the
That's
face.
a roundhouse kick straight to the chops there. Oh,
It's revenge
yeah.
for earlier. Just saying.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay,
I was
sorry.
going to ask about your music genre and taste because obviously, throughout your streams, you're very open about talking about your type of music. Obviously, we know it's rock, and I was going to ask the least favorite, and you answered it without even being asked. The rap bit. So I'm going to actually ask. The genuine question is, what is it about rap that doesn't appeal? What don't you like about it?
Yeah.
Because it's very popular, obviously. So
it is very popular, but it's not. How do you say that? It's impressive what people can do rapping. I just don't like the fact that you're basically talking fast and that is called music. Well, obviously there's a beat under the rapping, but it's mostly because of that I dislike. I also dislike Dutch music when like songs in Dutch.
Really? That's
I don't
quite
like
unusual.
that much. Well, do you like Dutch music? Should I send you some songs?
To be fair, you haven't sent me anything. I'm disappointed in you. But no, I more meant not liking music that's in your own native language. What is it about it you don't like?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to insult anyone, but it's not my. I don't know. Why don't you like a certain type of vegetable? Because something is telling you that you dislike the taste. I think that's basically the same with music, and thank God there are people that do like certain type of musics. There are
That's fair
people
enough.
that like
That's
rap,
fair.
so yeah.
No, that's fair.
It's hard to explain like why I don't like it. Yeah.
I can relate to that, mate, because I personally love rock music, but it's the part when they do the screaming. You know, don't get me wrong, it's a talent. And
The
I know that
grunting, yeah.
Then it's when they start doing that, it puts me right off. So I can understand and relate to that. So
Oh
Ricky,
yeah,
can I ask a question?
I have the same as well. Like if it would be full grunting, pardon me, if it would be full grunting, it's not something
not
I
for
would
you.
listen to. But sometimes
Yeah.
it's fitting when it happens every now and
Yeah.
then in a song.
Yeah,
For
like the
example,
odd bit
Five
to
Finger Death Punch.
emphasize.
Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch is quite a nice band who do sometimes grunting in certain numbers or songs, I
Mhm.
should say. But that fits, and then it's quite nice actually.
So we got a question from RTX in chat. I think it's a great question. So if you could have a day out with any band, who would it be and why?
Day out with the band. Oh, that would be the first date. Oh my god. Ah.
The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead dinner.
Oh,
I don't know if I want to go out with the band, but I'm definitely a great fan of Sabaton. I know I'm not wearing my Sabaton shirt at the moment, and it's a
Mhm.
Swedish power metal band. Swedish,
Mhm.
and
Jamie
well,
called it.
Alter Bridge is also quite nice, but I think they have too much to do rather than or other than hanging out with me. I think Sabaton would be
I mean, it's only
would be nice
hypothetical, mate.
because
Don't worry.
I think Sabaton would be nice if you watch their Instagram. They're also having fun a lot and that kind of stuff. And for example, Alter Bridge, the lead singer, is in like two other different bands, and he's now going
Wow.
solo. He's the lead singer of Alter Bridge. He's the lead singer of the Conspirators. So he's
Very
quite
busy
successful. Miles Kennedy is the name. So he's quite successful, and well, I don't know how he does it. He has a wife and kids. Very impressive how you manage your time like that.
Oh, probably most of it's in his garage, mate, in the same house. I think I've heard Miles Kennedy's on one of Slash's albums as well. I think he's a guest singer on that as well.
Yeah,
So, I do know who
Conspirators.
you're on about. He's very good. Very good.
Got a shirt of that as well.
Oh, okay. All right. So, Pinky, you got another topic that you want to mention or a question you want to ask?
You're welcome, RTX.
Actually, yeah.
Ooh,
So we
you
touched
wanna cover now?
briefly on streaming and gaming and how it's changed everything, but we didn't ask the most basic questions about gaming in general. What is your favorite game of all time? And what is your favorite genre of game?
I don't think I necessarily have a favorite type of game. But I could like tell about a game that I play a lot. So obviously Super Mario Maker 2. That's what I've been streaming from the beginning.
Mhm.
I always liked Super Mario Maker or like Super Mario and the concept overall, and that you have the ability now to create your own levels. I was like, oh my god, I need to get into this. Well, first I did some research. Actually, first I did some research. Like, I didn't have a Switch, so I was like, I found out that there was this game called Super Mario Maker, and then, but that was on the Wii U. Then didn't do much with it, and then Super Mario Maker 2 came out. Well, it was already I think it came out in June 2019, so very early. But then it was 2020. It was COVID, and I was thinking about maybe look into that, and then I started watching YouTube videos about okay, how is this game working? How does it look like? How do you play? And then I found out okay, oh, this guy is streaming on Twitch, and like, okay, that's cool. And let's watch some streams if he's online. So I created a Twitch account and blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna do that as well. So apart from well, first I started off making some levels, see how that works, and then give them to streamers. So I was one of those. And eventually started, wait, what those people are doing, I can do as well. And that's basically how I rolled into streaming myself, also to learn more about that specific game. Another game that I played in my youth a lot was Medal of Honor Allied Assault. I think I've played it for like 6 years, maybe. So it's a very old game. I think it came out in 2001, something like that. I've played it for several years. Was in a clan and did wars and the kind of stuff, and it was quite nice. I was quite good at it. We always play sniper only freeze tag. If you want me to collaborate, just hit me up. But yeah, sniper only. Yeah, I even got Wish to Die into playing it as well. While we were doing our internship, and we were at the office where we did our internship, we played that game.
Oh damn!
Naughty boys.
How you getting we
I
work?
enjoy it
Yeah,
very
it's all
much.
right. I just 360 no scope someone.
Yeah, it's like,
Really good.
the boss is away, and then one time we were playing it, and he came in, and we were like, oh, and he was like, he said something like, oh yeah, shoot those Polish guys.
Oh,
He was okay with it, luckily.
fair play.
On the other
That's
hand,
one chill boss.
yeah, well, on the other hand, he knew we were doing our jobs anyway, so yeah.
So Wish to Die just said by you getting him into it actually means you killing him repeatedly with no mercy. I love that.
Oh yeah, it basically was like Dark Souls, right? You need to die a lot to learn how it all works.
Yeah, like that. Like that. That's
or
how it
Elden
works.
Just pure savagery right there. That's the
Yeah.
real friendship.
Love you, bro.
So we're gonna move on to the quick fire, which is coming to the end of the stream.
The fit choir, huh?
The quick fire questions.
Oh, yeah.
I'll pick it up on it, eh?
Hey, you called me out on mine earlier. I'm gonna get I'm not. Oh, fuck it.
There we go. See, there you go. Normal services resumed. So,
Piss off.
I'm gonna ask you some yes/no answers,
I'll
basically.
piss off.
Or
Don't not you, not you, Red.
so, yeah. So quick
Yeah,
fire
I'll be right
questions.
back.
Love it. Oh god. So yeah, so quick fire questions, mate. So we're gonna start off with Vin's favourite one that he loves to ask
Wait,
all
wait,
the
wait,
time.
Does this mean I have to answer quickly, or can I?
Yeah,
take my
well,
time?
it's just the first yes or no.
Oh, please don't
It's
make
very
him answer
simplistic
quickly.
answers. Very simplistic answers, mate. All right. You're not wrapping the answers, all right? Let's just
Yes.
say that, okay? All right, that's fair.
I reckon he should. Actually, he should.
Oh no, that's just mean. It's just me. Okay, so we start with the first one. I'll start it off because it's Vin's not here, so I'm gonna start off for him. So pineapple on pizza.
No.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee. I was processing the words because first I heard to your coffee, and I was like, pineapple to my coffee. Wait, probably she said tea or coffee. Yeah, but that would definitely be coffee.
Yeah,
I still have my morning cup of coffee here on my desk.
Lovely.
Mario or Luigi?
Luigi.
Ooh.
I always play as Luigi, or at least as much as possible.
Fair enough. Then on that subject, Sonic or Mario?
Mario.
Mario for the win. Waluigi or Wario?
Wario.
Oh, see, that's quite ironic. Okay.
Well, Waluigi is funny as well, but Wario farts.
Love it. So how about something? Vinny's currently on a break at work, and he has
even in was it Mario Strikers? He has these funny moves. I don't know. He's the one that, although it's a soccer type of game or football, he walks around with the ball in his hand. You know.
He's like, I got it. I'm fine.
No tips given. Love it. That's why you love him. Come on, Picky, you're up.
Yep. Spyro or Crash Bandicoot?
Spyro. I never played Crash Bandicoot.
Fair enough.
Ooh, well, that's one for you to try, mate. So the question I'm going to ask is beer or cider?
Beer.
Ooh.
I'd like to elaborate because I like ciders as well, and I would drink cider every now and then. But I'm more of a beer type of guy. I guess
this is quick fire, mate. This is quick fire. It's beer or cider. You can't justify your answer. I was going to say, I'm not to offend anyone who likes cider.
No, you will call it quick questions. So the questions were quick, and the answers I can take my time. But...
I like it.
Technicality. Love it.
No, I'll definitely take
you're
a
up.
cider every now and then.
Okay, well, we kind of covered this one, but rock or pop music?
Rock.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go with sweet or savoury.
What is savory?
Like crisps?
Oh yeah.
Or chips?
Sweet.
Sorry, chips. Sorry, yeah.
Chips, crisps. No, I'll go with sweet.
Oh, okay.
Love it, love it.
Or fruit waffles.
By the way, if anybody wants to sponsor RedDunge0n, here's just advertise your brand there, guys. So,
Red Paint! Als je voor pret bent.
Okay, well, on that subject, are we going to go chocolate or candy?
Ooh, candy.
oh,
Candy,
Interesting
I think.
choice.
peanut butter or jelly? Peanut butter.
Peanut
jelly
butter.
time. Peanut butter.
Can I change it to cookie butter?
No,
The hell is
No.
cookie butter?
it's cookie stuff.
Like peanut butter, but then more like cookie flavored. That's what I almost every morning eat. I eat a sandwich with cookie butter.
This is a thing. How did I not see this when I was over in the
Cookie
Netherlands?
Cookie
How?
Rose. We had it in our cabinet.
I feel like I
Cookie
missed
Rose.
out.
You have missed out, and you're missing out on the next question, Pinky, as well.
Yes, sorry. Morning bird or night owl?
Oh, look
Yeah,
at thinking.
both. I've been.
You can't be both. You're one or the other.
Yeah, that's
You
what
can't
I
be
thought.
both.
That's what I thought. In that case, you got night owl. Let's go with night. Now I'm more a night owl.
Okay.
North or South England, and you've been to both.
I've eaten both. Well, it depends on if you have more context. I did enjoy my time in Scotland. It's a very beautiful country, beautiful nature, and wonderful place to see over there.
So you're going to Scotland.
I've been in Scotland, yeah.
He's going to Scotland. Oh my god, he don't love us. He doesn't love us down here in the
No.
south.
I'm offended.
All right,
Yeah,
fair
exactly. That means that I don't love you guys. Yeah.
Okay, on the subject of Scotland, rain or snow?
Snow.
enough. Okay.
I
I'm going
won't
to.
admit- if it rains, I would still drive my motorcycle. When it snows, I won't. But I do enjoy snow, and it makes a more beautiful scenery than rain.
Like it?
Fair point. Fair point. Can I steal Salem's one? Okay, so he's gone beer or wine.
Beer.
Beer is the
PlayStation
winner.
or Xbox?
PlayStation, but that's more because I once got a PlayStation 2 from my parents, and so that basically got me stuck with PlayStation because I like Ratchet and Clank very much, and it's a PlayStation only game. But
Sorry, I've just seen Finn's question.
Wi-
Sorry.
but Wish to Die donated his old Xbox One to me, and so I do own an Xbox now, and I haven't been playing much on it yet, but I did play on it. I think it was
Nice.
some poker game with burnt fish.
Okay, sure. So I'm going to do a really easy one for you here. Hertog Vin or Wish to Die? You can answer that. Come on. Don't be shy.
What-
He's trying
which
to wind
one?
it up in the chat. Hertog Vin or Wish to Die?
Hertog Die. Wish to Vin.
What? Oh, fair play. Fair play. Look at that. Witty, love it. Go on, Pinky.
And Fleety or Pinky, that would be Flinky. Yeah, I'll go with Flinky.
Sorry.
Blinky. Right, so
Or maybe PT. I should say PT because you have these very nice PT whiskies.
I'm going to have one of them. Mario Maker or Dead by Daylight?
For now, Mario Maker.
For now. Okay. Pinky,
Although
you
I don't
focused?
stream Mario Maker.
Yes, I'm back on it. Summer or winter?
Winter. It's like in winter, if you're cold, you can just put more clothes on. And in summer, when it's hot, eventually you run out of clothes to take off. You know.
Exactly. You can't take your skin off as well.
Well, technically, you
Okay,
could.
we got one in chat for you from the lovely Wish to Die. Meat or veg?
Meat.
Meat.
Well, sometimes we eat veggie though. That was a nice story about today actually, because we have like these sausages in a can. We call them knokworstjes. That we ate for lunch, and then Jess was like, "Yeah, the veggie one or the meat one?" But we already decided on our evening meal to be veggie. So I was like, okay, then lunch has to be meat because I want meat. Like, just a compromise.
I won't be happy.
Can't be compromising there.
Okay, I got another one for you though, mate. VLA. So you have la, as you and Kayla keep talking about, or ice cream.
Ooh, depends on the flavors, I think. But I would be, I think ice cream, because usually I'm quite warm. I'm quite warm as well right now, so I could use ice cream to cool off.
Okay.
But I do also eat a lot of yogurt with granola in the morning, so it's flan-like but different, I guess.
I like it. I like it. Pinky.
Since Finn isn't here to ask a question, I'll do it anyway for him. Arse or tits?
Tits.
Arse or tits?
Yeah, tits.
Tits. Gotcha.
I don't know. I know the birds called tits, but I don't know the birds called ass. Tits are really beautiful birds.
Love how you got out of that one. Love it.
Why are we laughing?
I'm laughing at Chris. To be fair, sorry. Wish to die. I'm laughing to wish to die. I promise.
She's
can't focus. She's lost all focus. She's lost it all. But,
Once I've started laughing, that's it. I'm gone.
but guys, we are coming to an end now. So we are
God.
nearly there. God, she's done.
Yep.
So, Ricky, can you do us a huge favour, mate? Can you just remind everybody in chat for your socials, please, mate, where to get hold of you, how to get hold of you, and obviously if there's links, can you send it to me and we'll put it in the Discord afterwards when we upload.
I've already got them.
Oh, well, there you go. Pinky's
Nice.
ahead of you. But can you just repeat them anyway so those in chat can hear it? And that'd be brilliant, mate.
Yeah. Just go over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/RedDungeon. The O is a 0 because my name is taken. I do have a Twitter, but I don't post on it a lot. But you're also free to join my Discord, and I keep people posted there on things I'm about to do or when I'm about to go live, or you will get a notification there when I go live, and have chat, share pictures or whatever.
Love it.
Also,
And maybe I should make an 18+ channel as well in case some people want to share a bit more.
maybe so.
Or something.
Well, he also has an OnlyFans site. So yeah, RedDunge0n is proper kinky stuff. Giggity. So yes, Ricky, a massive thank you, mate, for being here. Vin, for your half an hour, appreciate that as well, pal. Sorry you had to go. Pinky, absolutely awesome as always. And most of all, guys, chat, thank you for being here. Thank you for interacting, and thank you for asking the questions. This will be obviously uploaded to YouTube as usual, and it'll be on the VOD for the next 2 weeks as always. Guys, we'll obviously be posting the social links for RedDunge0n. So if you have any other questions that we haven't asked, ask away or pop into his stream when he's on next and ask him the questions, which would be great. But yeah, so a big thank you, everybody. And yes, this is the end of the episode. So thank you again, guys. So goodbye from me. See you later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
Also,
everyone.
don't forget, Fleety, don't forget to tell them who's in for next week because they are booked.
Oh, okay. So normally I don't want to do this in case things change. But at the moment, guys, for next week, so the same time next week, we have the amazing Trick with the number 1 instead of an I. So Trick is a Scottish streamer, and you'll find out more about her for next week. So
if he's Scottish, you should ask him to say purple burglar alarm.
Ask her.
Her. Purple burglar alarm.
Purple burglar alarm. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully,
Scottish,
Red, hopefully you're not busy and you can drop in and ask a question yourself.
I will do that.
All right. So, guys, hope to catch you next week. Thank you for being here. Again, as always, any feedback, please let us know. We always want to improve the show. I have to say, the one difficulty challenge that we had this week was that we know Ricky personally. So it's almost like trying to remember what questions to ask as if no one else knew him. You do know a lot about him already. So that was a challenge, but thank you for bearing with us on that one, guys. But yeah, so again, final goodbye. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night's sleep or have